It is my pleasure to introduce our next recipient of the Delaware County Freedom Medals Award, retired Army Colonel Reverend Wylie Johnson. Reverend Johnson was selected in recognition for his 25 years of dedicated military services, during which time he served in 5 hostile fire zones and was in the thick of battle, serving the spiritual needs of all soldiers regardless of their religious affiliation. During his military service, Reverend Johnson noted the high number of non-combat fatalities directly related to suicide. He has become an expert in the field and has devoted a significant portion of his life to identifying symptoms and timely introduction of intervention protocols in an effort to prevent the senseless loss of life. Reverend Johnson has continued this good work into his retirement. If that was not enough, he's also volunteered to be a police chaplain, making himself available on very short notice to respond to critical incidents, to administer to the needs of police officers and the victims. Reverend Johnson is a true servant of the Lord and deserving of this recognition.
We're a very military family. My brother was a Special Forces operator and later became a JAG officer, which is an Army lawyer. My father was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. He served in both World War II and was recalled for Korea. My mother was a Navy nurse. She served in both of those conflicts as well. And my maternal grandfather was a doughboy in World War I. Yeah, I see it as a twin calling. The first calling is into ministry as a pastor, and the second calling was pastor to soldiers. I served in the airborne, and the unit that I was in first, the 37th Engineers out of Fort Bragg. Our requirement was to be ready to go anywhere in the world in 19 hours from notification. I spent a year in Korea with the 1st to the 5th Mechanized Infantry in the 2nd Infantry Division. We went to Qatar, which was in the Persian Gulf. It was a hostile fire zone at that time. My commander came out of Egypt within a few days, out of Somalia within a few days, landed in Egypt, looked at me and said, "Chaplain, go to Somalia." So my chaplain assistant and I hopped on a C-5 and we went down, took the flight into Mogadishu. I'm not a hero. I have served with heroes. Some men that I highly regard and have been close to have received the Silver Star for just raw courage in very dark places. I am grateful to God for the ministry that He's given me, and it has been a life that is both a privilege and sacrifice, and I'm very grateful for that.